waste no time, I'm really grinding. If I ever said I love you, I was lying. I f with you, but you was always like a side. Cause I could never put nothing over grinding.
Hello, and welcome to this episode of 3 Good Minutes. My name is Anzani, and I'm joined here today with Manny Arango and Matt Bernot. Today we will be discussing whether greatness should be measured with championships and which sports have the best athletes and why. Matt, you believe that greatness should be measured with championships, whereas Manny, you do not have that same position. Matt, let's start with you.
Winning a championship is not easy, and championships are the measuring sticks for success.
No way. So many great players have lived without a championship. Besides, winning a championship is not that hard if you happen to be on a roster at the perfect time. You're going to be named a champion regardless. Just look at McGee Batir effortlessly winning a championship by sitting on the bench for the Spurs in 2003.
In order to be considered as one of the best of all time, you need to be a clutch performer, and you have to be able to put the team on your back and be able to lead them to the championship. If you're a great regular season player but disappear in the playoffs when everything is on the line, you should not be considered with the guys who are clutch and rise up to the challenge. If you can't deliver in the playoffs, the regular season should be forgotten.
It wouldn't be considered a team sport if a teammate that is not a starter or that is that clutch player was also a champion. In theory, that player made the clutch player better every day in practice. That ultimately led to the team winning a championship.
I'll always choose the athlete who is clutch in the playoffs and performs when the pressure is highest over the athlete that disappears when all the marbles are on the table.
Just look at two of the greatest athletes of all time, Bo Jackson and Allen Iverson. Bo Jackson has some of the craziest moments in history. Everything about him is great, especially what he was able to accomplish during his short time due to his horrible injury. He still has insane highlights, like Football News Freshman All-American, MVP in the Sugar Bowl, a Heisman Trophy, MVP in the Cotton Bowl, NFL's Rookie of the Year, and he was voted American League All-Star. That's his hobby. And he's also in the College Football Hall of Fame. Allen Iverson isn't great. He's an 11-time NBA All-Star, a 4-time NBA scoring champion, a 3-time NBA steals leader, a 3-time All-NBA first team, a 3-time All-NBA second team.
But how many championships did Iverson and Jackson win? Yeah, both those guys had good careers and are terrific players, but they never won that elusive championship, and I don't think that they should be considered one of the greats. Being a winner is what makes you great, not having impressive stats.
Gentlemen, I think it's time we move on to our next topic. Manny, you believe that soccer has the best athletes.
Of course.
Whereas Matt, you believe that hockey has the best athletes.
Yes.
Manny, let's start with you.
Unquestionably, soccer has the best athletes. Soccer players have to last 90 full minutes rather than taking multiple breaks, even if it means running up and down what could be up to 130 yards rather than 66 yards, which is an NHL hockey rink. Also, the ground covered by a soccer player can be up to 7 to 8 miles in one game, which goes in hand with the ratio of the time spent on the field compared to any other sport, which is the greatest. Also, soccer players have some of the best endurance, if not in any sport. The only athletes that can be considered peers of soccer players are marathon runners, professional cyclists, Ironman triathletes, and cross-country skiers. But soccer players also master the most common aspects of fitness: speed, endurance, and dexterity.
First of all, it's a lot harder to skate than it is to run. Hockey is a game that utilizes a majority, if not all, the major muscle groups. In a sport like soccer, you have a short sprint and then you have time to relax. In hockey, you give everything that you have for 30 to 40 seconds before you have time to relax. Although football hits are thought of to be very hard, hockey hits are proven to be 17% harder than football hits. There are many qualities you need in order to be good at hockey. Other sports, all you need is size or strength or speed or intelligence. In hockey, you need to combine all of them in order to be successful, while balancing on 3mm wide blades.
All right, great points, Matt. Manny, Matt, anything either of you would like to add to wrap this up?
Nope, my point's sensitive.
Anyone can run or jump, but it takes a lot of work to learn how to skate before you can even start learning how to play hockey.
All right, well, that's all we have for today's episode of 3 Good Minutes. My name is Anzani. This is Manny Arango. This is Matt Bernot. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Ciao, arrivederci, adios, bye. Shalom.
Matt, you believe. Hold on.
Ha, that's a dub, I'm on the road. Ha, and I need 20,000 for a show. Ha, I ain't walking through your club no more. Ha, but if flaws hit me up, I go. Ha.